The German Defense Ministry announced that the country will deliver anti-aircraft tanks to Ukraine. This move underscores a major shift in its approach to providing military help to Ukraine. The commitment to deliver the Gepard Anti Aircraft Systems, also known as Cheetah, was announced by Defense Minister Christine Lambrecht during a meeting of international defense officials at Ramstein US Air Force Base in Germany. Lambrecht said during the meeting at the base, "We decided yesterday that we'll support Ukraine with anti-aircraft systems, which is exactly what Ukraine needs now to secure the airspace from the ground. The government is authorizing the transfer of 50 of this system from manufacturer Krauss-Maffei Wegmann." In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how the German Gepard anti-aircraft system could be deadly for the Russian Air Force. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by NordVPN. NordVPN is a premium VPN service available for macOS, iOS, Windows, and Android with more than 5,400 servers in 60 countries. But why use a VPN or virtual private network? VPN is an encrypted tunnel. A VPN can protect your privacy, which is threatened by many factors like data logging by internet service providers. It can also help you access contents which are blocked based on geolocation. Why NordVPN? Its servers are fast and has zero log policy. Not only this, NordVPN has taken one step further and recently introduced a new feature, threat protection. Threat protection prevents malware from getting on users' devices and blocks trackers, intrusive and malicious ads, and harmful websites. Use the link in the description to get up to 71% off the 2-year plan, plus threat protection for no extra cost. At the checkout, use the code DEFENSE to get an extra month for free. Germany initially resisted calls to provide weaponry to Kyiv, agreeing only to provide humanitarian help and medical equipment. That approach was in line with Germany's decades-long policy of not supplying lethal weapons to the crisis zone. But facing pressure from allies and the German public, the government was forced to overhaul the rules. By late February, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz announced Germany would start delivering some weapons to Ukraine, although at that point he insisted on calling them defensive. The position has now moved further in that direction, with Germany agreeing for the first time to provide this type of heavy weaponry to Ukraine as it fights off the Russian invasion. U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin said he welcomed Germany's decision. "Those systems will provide real capability for Ukraine," he said after talks with Lambrecht and dozens of their counterparts at the U.S. Ramstein Air Base in western Germany. The anti-aircraft cannon tank Cheetah, better known as the Gepard, is an all-weather capable German self-propelled anti-aircraft gun, SPAAG. It's a heavily armored, autonomous, and mobile air defense system. The chassis and the track were taken directly from Leopard 1. It has torsion bar, spring-mounted road wheels with 7 road wheel pairs per side. The hull only had slight modifications. It was developed in the 1960s, fielded in the 1970s, and has been upgraded several times with the latest electronics. It's been a cornerstone of the air defense of the German Army and a number of other NATO countries. In Germany, the Gepard was phased out in late 2010 and replaced by Weissel II Ocelot with 4 FIM-92 Stinger or LFK NG missile launchers. The vehicle is based on the hull of the Leopard 1 tank, with a large, fully rotating turret carrying the armament, a pair of 35mm Oerlikon KDA autocannons, and 2 radar dishes, a general search radar at the rear of the turret, and tracking radar and laser rangefinder at the front between the guns. The radars provide 360-degree scanning and simultaneous target tracking, clutter suppression, search on the move capability, and mono-pulse tracking mode. The S-band search radar installed on the Gepard has a range of 15 kilometers or 9.3 miles and sub-clutter visibility of 60 decibels. The tracking radar operating at Ku band has a similar range and the clutter suppression is 23 decibels. Each gun has a firing rate of 550 rounds per minute, which gives a continuous fire time of 37 seconds before running out of ammo, with 680 rounds for both guns. The guns are 90 calibers, 3.15 meters, 10 foot 4 inches long, with a muzzle velocity of 1,440 meters per second, or 4,700 feet per second, for FAPDS, frangible armor-piercing discarding sabot rounds, giving an effective range of 5.5 kilometers or 3.4 miles. The KDA autocannon can take two different ammunition types. The usual loading is a mix of 320 AA and 20 AP rounds per gun. The combined rate of fire is 1,100 rounds per minute. The electrically driven turret is powered by a 40-kilowatt generator driven by a 4-cylinder, 3.8-meter Mercedes-Benz OM314 multi-fuel engine. Since the 80s, Stinger teams have been accompanying the Gepard units to take advantage of their long-range scanning capability. Russian Air Force has not been able to conduct proper SEAD, suppression of enemy air defenses, operations. This inability has meant that its aircraft and helicopters are still facing attacks from several kinds of air defense systems, including manpads. While Russians may be good at engaging fixed targets, the dynamic environment they're up against when faced with mobile air defense systems needs a unique skill set to deal with. It's interesting to note that Western pilots, especially American ones, who fly SEAD missions undertake specialized training to hone their capabilities. Also, Russian forces appear to have limited precision-guided armaments that Russian attack aircraft, such as the Su-34, were designed to carry and deploy from high altitudes. Hence, they're forced to use dumb bombs, which have no guidance and require aircraft to fly low, making them vulnerable to short-range systems. In this situation, Gepard could be very useful for Ukrainian forces. From a larger perspective, the delivery of this system indicates that Europe's largest economy is getting serious about helping Ukraine in defending itself.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.